We are ready.
Okay. I'm not seeing Rick's face here. Is he not able to come? So this is just a phone interview?
Yeah, he's having trouble with his camera. He's got to do audio only.
Oh, okay. That's fine. All right, Rick. So I can't see you, but I can hear you. Here we are on a Monday. Lane Kiffin supposed to make his decision by Friday, maybe Saturday. What do you think that decision will be?
I had originally thought, Dan, that he was going to go to Florida. I think that was kind of always in the back of his mind what he wanted to do. But the more I'm listening to those who act like they're in the know in the coaching fraternity, the more I think LSU is the favorite. I think LSU is in a state of desperation, given all the antics that have taken place there. And I know, given my conversations with Nick Saban, what sort of personnel you can put together in the state of Louisiana as the only, Power 4 school from that state, and the amount of talent that exists in that state. So I just think probably LSU right now is the leaning as the favorite, but I won't be shocked if it's Florida or LSU. I will be shocked if it's Ole Miss.
Yeah, I'm just trying to understand this, and I brought this up on the show, that documentary ESPN did on Lane and finding happiness and peace of mind and his family, and everything was great in Oxford. And then, but I don't know what it is about the makeup of a lot of you coaches. It's, all right, I accomplished what I wanted to here. Now I have to move. Like, you have to keep moving. What is that characteristic trait that it almost seems like it's from birth with some of these coaches?
Steve Mariucci came to the University of Washington for a pro day. He was looking at Marcus Tuiasosopo, and he sat there and he said, we should be in like politicians. We should have a 4-year term. If we're successful, we should get reelected, and then we should have term limits and go someplace else. Because at the end of 8 years, all you've done is built up expectations that if you make it, you're okay. It's relief instead of jubilation, and you should be able to go somewhere else and build it again, and hopefully get another fan base that's excited about you, rather than now disappointed that you're anxious, that you're hovering around the Mason-Dixon line. Dabo Swinney would be an example of that, right?
Yeah.
So I just think that Lane is at a situation now where he's got this amazing power. And then I also think we have to point at the agent here. Jimmy Sexton is playing this thing like a master violinist. I mean, it's a concerto. I mean, he's got Kalen DeBoer's name in this thing as interested in potentially going to Penn State. That creates another suitor for Lane if Alabama became open. And all of a sudden now all these different people are trying to hang on to their guy, and Jimmy's clients are sitting there. They're all going to get the benefit of a new market that is made. So it's a wonderful, wonderful time of year if you like this sort of thing, and it's driving everybody else crazy.
It may sound crazy to say this, but did Penn State make a mistake in firing James Franklin?
I think so. I mean, what are they going to get? Who are they going to get that's going to be better than James Franklin over the lifetime of a career? Now, it may turn out that way, but my goodness gracious, to please the fan base, which obviously was pushing the button to get rid of him, what name are you going to get that's out there that's going to do that? Now, Kalen DeBoer might, but that also is going to require a major check writing campaign, and whether or not they're feeling they're up to that, we'll wait and see.
Yeah, the whole Kalen DeBoer at Alabama, and I started to hear stuff, I mean, and it's not negative stuff. It's just, is he happy, or is his family happy there? And,
yeah.
Whether that's true or not, but it just kind of, those are the things that linger. And then I was told by somebody who talked about chaos in the offseason in college football. And I don't know what exactly that means, but you're hinting at chaos in the offseason.
And who benefits from that chaos other than the agents? I mean, they're in the transaction business. Yeah. They want to sell houses, right? They want more buying and selling, more commissions, and it's a wonderful time of year for them.
Rick Neuheisel, CBS Sports college football analyst, former college football head coach. How does the committee kind of find a solution for the Notre Dame-Miami conundrum?
Wow. Well, they keep them out of the same pool. That was a revelation that Hunter Yurachek gave us last week. They're not even being considered against each other. So when the committee starts to put these things together, they put 3 or 4 schools together in one deal, and now they start analytic conversations and all the different machinations that go into deciding which of those schools should be ranked 1 and which should be ranked 4. But if they're not in the same pool, they don't ever get that head-to-head conversation. So by virtue of the 70-7 victory over Syracuse, you could actually move Notre Dame up a spot this week, right? You could put them ahead of Oklahoma. And if you do that, you might keep Miami from ever getting into the same pool in terms of conversation with Notre Dame, which would be a absolute head scratcher for all of us who remember. I thought it mattered what happened on the field. But it seems as if they're hell bent to get Notre Dame in, and Notre Dame's playing well, which makes it easier for them. And Miami may never actually get considered along with Notre Dame, which would be absolutely ridiculous.
Ohio State hasn't really been challenged during the regular season, and I don't know when you have a team that's that good, but you get into the postseason, you're going to have those close games.
Right.
Learning how to win those close games. It feels like, we see this in March Madness. You can be the number 1 team, but you're going to have a close game. And that, can be the difference between you moving on or, being knocked out. What do you expect from Michigan against Ohio State?
Oh, their best shot, obviously. And then they're going to hope like heck that Washington beats Oregon, right?
Yeah.
If that can happen, then we will have checked that box for Ohio State if they can win a close game against Michigan and kind of shake this Michigan flu that they've had for the last 4 years. This is a monster game for Ohio State. They've rested their receivers. Carnell Tate and Jeremiah Smith didn't play last week. A number of guys were on the DL, so to speak, and getting ready for this game. This is a monster game because Indiana's checked that box. We recall the comeback at Penn State. Texas A&M has checked that box, coming from behind 30-3 against South Carolina. We haven't seen Ohio State do that, and I do believe Ohio State's vulnerable in some areas. They just haven't been exposed. So, this is one of those deals where Ryan Day certainly wants to shake this, but he would like there to be some challenge to it.
How patient will Colorado be with Deion Sanders?
I think patient. I think they've got so much money invested in him that as long as he can convince them that he's all in and will work hard to put together the right stuff on the field, that we're not going to let him go. Obviously, when you're not making bowl games, you're not worth 8 figures, which is what they're paying him. But the amount of attention that he brought to the program, they've got to at least play it out a few more years to see if he can actually get this recruiting thing down. And Deion's got to decide if he's healthy enough to actually go on the road, because Deion in your home would be a big selling point, but he doesn't leave campus. He does it all on the phone. Whether or not that's good enough, we'll have to wait and see.
Thank you, bud. Happy holidays, and we'll talk to you soon.
Can't wait, buddy. Talk to you soon.
Rick Neuheisel, CBS Sports, former college football coach as well.